About 35 million people work from home. Those come from the Census Bureau. Take those with a grain of salt. That's a lot of people, a lot more than 4 years ago, even 10 years ago. But needless to say, many people often ask, what's the right kind of gear? And often when that the question is asked, we break those down into three buckets because not everybody is the same. Everybody may type, but not everybody talks. Some people may talk more, some people may talk less. And outside of the fact that everybody probably needs a laptop or a keyboard, the next most important thing is the way to communicate. And I got to tell you, nothing's more frustrating than listening to bad audio when you're on a video call or even an audio conference call. As a presenter, it frustrates me to no end. So I'm going to share with you some pointers so that A, you're not that person that has the bad audio. B, if you are a leader, manager, somebody in charge of buying some of this tech gear, you get it right because there are different types of users and you don't want to overspend and you don't want to waste time returning the stuff that is of no use to the people you're buying it for. So I'm going to help you out right now. There are three types of workers that work from home: light, medium, and power users. We want to get it right for the power users because there's things that don't work for them that may work for the others. So let's go through these one by one. So, who are your light workers? These are workers that work very little to infrequently on communications like Zoom and Teams, Ring Central, Google Meet. They're on there. They may not always have a need to present. Their voice may not be the important part, but they want to upgrade the audio. And one of the things that I found in being on a lot of these meetings myself, when I'm not a presenter, if I can't hear very well, I may interrupt because I didn't hear and you want to go back, or even I may miss a thing or two. And listening in on factory speakers on a laptop or even your smartphone is probably not the way to go. You don't get the best audio out of that. And so, for these people that have a need to be on conference calls, need to be on video, and maybe they're just a participant, the best solution tends to be a speakerphone because if they don't have a need to talk, what they really value is the ability to hear better. And because they don't really have a great need to talk, the headset is not a priority for them. And in fact, a lot of these people that fall into this category probably don't want to use a headset. But upgrading your audio from laptop audio to a speakerphone. And what I'm holding here is the Poly 10. This is USB only, meaning they don't have anything to worry about with Bluetooth interference, drivers, updating, all that stuff. Super easy, plug and play. You're all set to go. Now, let's talk about another type of light user. This is somebody that maybe they have a need for more private communications. Maybe they're around coworkers, and when they do use it, they want to hear a little better. There, you could go with something like a USB corded headset. Entry level works just fine for these types of users. This would come with a mic. So if they have a need to talk, that would work. But a corded, inexpensive headset works really well in this group of users due to the fact that they're really on there occasionally. Entry level headsets work best. So group number two, and I need to learn to point in the right direction, is your medium users. These are folks that now they have a need to talk on Google Meet, Zoom, all of the above. They need to get on there, and occasionally they lead the group in terms of presenting. Now, the last thing you want as a presenter is to sound like you're way over here yelling into that mic and people can't hear you because your laptop microphone isn't very good. Or even worse yet, that the laptop microphone is grabbing all the audio from all of the noises around you. I had a friend who had this problem, and she said when the flight pattern changed and the planes are coming overhead, every single time she had a standing meeting with some clients, it would pose a problem. And it posed a problem for their clients because they would hear the roaring sound of the airplanes flying by. So for this group of people, we could go with something like Bluetooth headsets. Bluetooth headsets come in all shapes and sizes. I have a ton of videos recommending different types of Bluetooth headsets, but let's just for the sake of this type of user, the emphasis here is to make sure that we get Bluetooth headsets that have a better microphone. If you're looking at this tech for yourself or you're looking at it for a group of workers, we have a rule in place. If you're new, we get your headset if you're going to be on any of these meetings, because I tend to ask folks a question. And if they get on and it's, a bunch of distracting noises, they're on their laptop or speakerphone, I make sure that, hey, can we make sure we get such and such a device? Because it's really distracting for everybody else on the call. And this has just been my perspective. Teams that are outfitted with proper device, and if everybody's using a headset, there's less distractions for everybody and meetings go faster. Nobody wants long meetings, nobody. So if you can make those meetings shorter so that everybody hits the right notes, everybody's better for it. So let me just give you a few recommendations. But again, we want to get the sentiment right. Something like this. These are the Poly Voyager 360 earbuds. Those earbuds are great for workers that want to do stuff from home and they also want to take them outside. You can actually use this on a plane because it comes with a cable that allows you to connect it to the entertainment system on an airplane. Likewise, on a TV. The other style that people tend to like that are in this group are these earpieces like this. This would be like your Plantronics or Poly Voyager 5200, as well as there's a very good earpiece that I've recommended on other videos, the Yealink BH71. And that's what that looks like. Let's go to our last group. This is our power users. What do power users need and why? Power users are those folks that are on 4 hours or more a day, or at least half the time when they're working. They're talking, they're listening, and there's a cohort of products that work well for those folks. The number one complaint tends to be comfort. I can't stress that enough because if you get the low end entry level headset and you put it on a power user, you may not have problem day one, but I guarantee you as the cushion around there gets really, really, really thin. And what I've got here is an example of that. This is a Voyager Focus 2. Do you see those ear cushions? These are larger than the factory ear cushions. These are available through Global Tech Worldwide. We have those available on our website as well as on Amazon. Somebody that is a power user, let me show you what that looks like. You've got a lot of coverage, a lot of comfort, a lot more than what came with the factory. Comfort is the biggest reason why power users don't feel like the tech that they got works for them. The other thing that, let's bring back my other headset, is active noise canceling. This is a feature where now, when I put these on, it filters out the environment around me. I'm in my own environment, my own bubble, because it's filtering out that noise. Now, active noise canceling is different than microphone noise canceling. Typically, with active noise canceling, you also get microphone noise canceling. Now, I don't know if you caught that. This action here, this is something new on, especially like a headset like this. This is the Plantronics Voyager Focus 2. So they have Focus and Focus 2. Focus 2 gives you active noise canceling, gives you a very improved microphone. And this action right here for power users, this is what mutes. This, I got to tell you, is one of my favorite features that have come out in the last, just really the last few years. This action right here, mute, unmute, mute, unmute. This is the EPOS Impact 1000. Love this one. This one also has the same feature when it comes to active noise canceling and it comes to microphone performance. You want that capability, makes your life easier. Longer battery. So on both these two devices, your Poly Focus 2 and your EPOS Impact, you're going to get much longer battery time. Awesome for users that are in this group. The other thing, you're using this device, you really want a charging stand. And almost all the manufacturers that sell these devices, they have the option of buying it with the charging stand or without. Power users, get this. Get this for them, get this for yourself, because you always have somewhere on your desk where to place it instead of just hanging out all over the place. It's going to make your life easier. Here's another tip. There are a few companies that make wireless charging available with their charging stand. If you have that option, go for it because in the case of this one, the wireless charging element is on the other side here. Some may have it where it's on the speaker where it charges like this. A wireless charging element is always preferred over a pin because the pins can over time, especially if you're a power user, back and forth, those pins may fray, they may break. That tends to happen. Imagine if I had a little lever, it goes right on there, you drop it in, boom, you're in the running for wireless charging. I love it. I wish it was around a lot sooner. Would have saved us and saved a lot of our customers some of that frustration. Both of them can connect to both devices at the same time seamlessly and switch back and forth. This is something that you tend to find on the higher end Bluetooth headsets that can do that well. There are a lot of Bluetooth headsets out there that do not do this very well and consequently can cause problems, especially for power users that need that seamless switching between Teams on their PC to a phone call they get on their phone. Before we go, there's something I want to let you know. If you order from us and you buy on Amazon, you've got 2 clicks to get to product support now. It's super easy, super easy. I'm glad my team and the rest of the Global Tech folks, we were able to make this happen through Amazon. You can get support right from the app with 2 clicks, or you can do it on your PC, go to the orders, get product support, boom, you're in on a landing page. If you're using your mobile app, easy. Click on your orders, get product support, and boom, you can self troubleshoot. Just make sure it says Global Tech Worldwide on your order. I can't stress that enough. Make sure that's what's on there because there's other folks that say they can do what we can do. That's not the case. On that landing page, you have curated videos as well as a phone number in case you want to talk to a human. You can buy with ease, knowing that you can talk to a product expert and you'd be talking to somebody on my team that's fully trained on these products. That simple. So, if you want to nerd out on some of these recommendations, I talked about a bunch of different products. I've got a bunch of this on YouTube. Go to the Global Tech Worldwide channel where I break down how to use it, why, and just how to get the most out of these devices because there's sometimes hidden advanced features that allow you to get more productivity out of these devices. So I want to thank you for coming hanging out with me today, and I'll see you in those videos.